Ravenshade Hall, England 1883. A young girl wearing a beautiful frilly white dress, with short puffed sleeves, was playfully running around a beautiful set of gardens. The dress itself was quite short, in fact the dress itself looked to be more like a baby girl's dress. The young girl had long raven black hair and cat green eyes. The blackness of her hair was striking against the sheer whiteness of her dress. Atop of the young girl's head there was a crisp white silk ribbon, tied into an elegant bow. In the far background beyond the gardens, there was a Gothic-looking building. It had ivy-clad walls and lead-panelled windows. This building was an old manor house. Off-white statues were situated in the garden that was the nearest to the manor house. The young girl ran weaving in and out, in between the stone statues. "What the devil do you think you are doing, young lady?" came a cold, chilling voice from behind the young girl in white, who stopped and began to quiver. The young girl turned to face the person who had shouted out unto her. A tall woman now stood before the young girl. The woman was wearing a long black flowing dress. Her eyes were cat green too. Her hair was also raven black that draped down to the ground. The sheer blackness of the woman's hair set against the dark black of her dress made this woman look like one of those wicked witches out of a fairy tale book. The young girl looked up at the tall woman, trembling before her. The young girl's voice faltered. "Me waseth's just playing in the gardens mummy." The young girl cried. The woman in black looked down at the young girl scornfully. "You, wicked, wicked child. You only know all too well that these gardens are forbidden to you, and yet you still defy me. You shall be locked up in your room, forever." The tall woman in black grabbed hold of the young girl by her arms and dragged her across the garden towards the Gothic manor. They entered into the great Gothic hall. The woman in black dragged the young girl in white all the way up the Gothic-looking spiral staircase up to the first floor. Then she dragged the young girl down a long corridor to the far end. At the far end of the corridor there was a thick heavy-set black door, with a big black door handle and an ominous big-looking keyhole. The woman in black opened the door and flung the young girl onto a plain white bed that had a stiff and hard mattress upon it. The woman in black then picked up the young girl from the bed and reached down to the crystal ball-like pendant that hung from around her neck. "You do not deserve to have this, you wicked, wicked child. I condemn thee."